Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and this is where Tom Meents became a 12-time Monster Jam World Finals champion, and showing you why he is so good at this competition. 9.548, the top score of the night against some of the best in the business. That nose wheelie moonwalk up the freestyle ramp. You know how tough this competition can be.
You know, without a doubt, Scott, every single weekend I get the pleasure and honor of watching these guys doing this every single weekend and elevating their game. It's crazy what Monster Jam's becoming. Right there, Tom's trying to do a cycle and trying to get back over, but he just couldn't get it back over.
Congrats to our two-wheel. And we move on now to Tristan England in Earthshaker, and this guy has just done it all season long. The highest qualifier coming into today, and this is why. Look at what Tristan England was able to do in Earthshaker in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
I had a lot of fun watching Tristan England on this Triple Threat Series and seeing what he did on social media and seeing all the poppers he's done. He has probably the most control out of the whole entire field we have here.
It shows here with all of these hits. He just kept coming one after another. Another popper for Tristan England, and this one was slow and controlled. He had a methodical approach to this championship, and he is just able to get that Earthshaker truck clear across this track, and the fans in Orlando erupted as he came across their section.
It's almost like slow motion. Look at these trucks going. Who would have thought these trucks could evolve and these athletes could evolve into doing these type of tricks?
This competition has changed Monster Jam for the better, just giving it another reason for the fans to continue to come out in droves, and Tristan England was not done yet. He decided to get it back up on the front two wheels with another nose wheelie and a moonwalk back up on top of that ramp.
You know, Scott, I see this every single weekend when I'm driving too, but just watching this right now, I'm in awe watching these athletes doing what they do.
There is no other way to be than in awe of what Tristan England can do in this competition and what he did earlier today. The nose wheelie moonwalk continued for Tristan England. I feel like we stopped time in this competition.
It's just sitting there right there. I mean, he's barely even moving the truck. He's talking about controlling that thing. It's crazy to watch this.
Dad Shane England very proud of his son, the Big Kahuna. Tristan nicknamed the Little Kahuna. And he is not doing anything little right now in this competition all season long. The best there was in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And this is exactly why, just continuing that incredible balance control in between those two obstacles. And he went and did it again.
Is that part of the first move? Is that a second move there? I'm not sure, but he makes it.
Tonight, let's move on to Brandon Vinson, another athlete from the Triple Threat Series. And look at that move that he made. So good at this competition. He was great all year. That's why he is here, Scott, and a podium finish for Brandon Vinson.
You know, Brandon Vinson is the perfect driver for Gravedigger. He drives that truck the way the Digger truck should be driven. It was a perfect choice for the Gravedigger team bringing Brandon Vinson aboard.
And Brandon Vinson getting that truck back down, and here he went again one more time up on that race ramp, and the control throttle rhythm that he has there is unbelievable as he's just able to go back and forth on top of that race ramp.
You know, these guys make it look so darn easy. I don't know what else to say with this. Look at the throttle control. Oh, there it is, going over.
Brandon Vinson ended up on the roof of Gravedigger, but he was able to get it back over, and he was able to get a bicycle in there and a bit of a sidewall save for Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. Another hit for him as he tries to get the popper, and instead he's Armando Castro. And Scott, here is one of the best in this competition, Neil Elliott in Max D.
Without a doubt, again, I ran with him all year. I got to see him do this every single weekend. Another guy who makes this look so darn easy. Neil Elliott is one of the best there is when it comes to this. He's part of this Max D crowd.
A fourth place finish for Neil Elliott, but look how long he was able to keep it up, going back almost to the container, and he wasn't done yet. He's going to get it as far close as he can before he accelerates this, and this incredible move, the move of the night for Neil Elliott.
My
that
God, can you look at that,
flip.
Scott? Neil didn't give up on that truck. He knew that thing was going backwards, and he kept the throttle down the whole entire time.
Yeah, he put that move out of the Digger, finished in 6th. Here is Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. He comes from a Triple Threat Series. They had a lot more opportunities to do this competition than the stadium athletes. What could that have done when you have so much more experience throughout the year?
Well, every time you go into the arenas, they get a chance to do this. Armando's one of these guys who's stepping up his game every single week, and you can see how much throttle control he has with that truck. He almost makes it look a little too easy out there.
Now, he was able to keep it up. They had a minute per hit, so once he hit it, he had 1 minute on the clock to get it back down on 4 wheels, and he took full advantage of that clock. And here is a popper up on top of that race ramp, couldn't hold it. And then hit number 4 for Armando Castro. Goes up with the moonwalk. He gets up 1, tried to get up the 2nd, and could not make it happen. Made a nice save attempt, but could not get it back on the 4 wheels. They first pass here. Here's a look at your run. Incredible on that jump. Todd LeDuc was in there as well. We talked about his big air. Another podium finish for Camden Murphy. But our first ever World Finals high jump champion was Cynthia Gauthier in Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice. 45.472 feet. I was so impressed with his... competitor out of Oskaloosa, Iowa. It's Tyler Menninga in the purple Gravedigger. There it is. Into that nose wheelie. He's got the catch on the base of that container, and that ramp adding a little bit of leverage here for Tyler Menninga. And he's got more time than he would, 45 seconds for his trick, and he is laying this one out.
Tyler doing a very nice job balancing the truck. He's relying on his crew chief right now to let him know when he can stop or get that combination move in. Tyler has been so good this entire season on throwing those combo moves, and we'd love to see that at World Finals. Oh, a little slippery on top of the pod. Tries to throw it in reverse and get the combination, but can't. Wow, tremendous two-wheel skills from Tyler.
The John Zimmer Jr. with the spotlight solely down on his truck right now. Can he deliver, though, in the clutch? He gets it up. He's got it, though, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
If he can take this thing all the way across, he can be a world champion.
He's got that thing held, and the truck is balanced perfectly. He's going to have his foot on the brake.
And Adam, the fans love this kid. They campaigned to get him here. They are scoring half of this competition.
This is unbelievable right now. He has the truck set perfect. The balance is great. Look at the way he's working it back and forth.
He gets it all the way up, and he still got it. Oh! John Zimmer Jr. putting a pogo bounce on the container backflip. Next up out of Itasca, Illinois, it's Camden Murphy in Bakugan Dragonoid. He goes up, and he's got it. He's gonna go all the way up to the base there and catch it right on the lip of that container. He's got a beautiful nose wheelie working.
Camden Murphy, almost identical to what Tyler did. He set the truck. Oh, hits a little bit of mud and goes down. Oh.
Our next competitor in Lucas Oil high jump, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Huge air for son of a digger. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There is your floater, baby. Did it again. Floats the truck up over the ramp, off into the skyline. Next up, out of Mirabel, Quebec, Canada, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Lucas Stabilizer.
Oh, there we go.
High.
Come on.
Oh, she may have just gotten it done. She gets a wheelie on the backside. And next up, out of Kernersville, North Carolina, it is Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, making his first World Finals high jump appearance. Here comes Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, going up over the sky, and lands a beautiful landing. I think the best so far of the competition.
Armando Castro, one of those drivers looking for some big-time redemption. Did not have a great run, did not get a great score in round number 1. Going here in round number 2, okay, looks like we're going to see another creative way to use an obstacle here.
He's using that racing lane divider right now, so let's see what he can come up with. Pops it on the front BKT tires, using some of that smoke too from the Crazy Bull.
Of course, but now he's kind of in a weird spot. He's in the middle of a lot of obstacles, so I think the fans are going to want to see what is next with this run.
Will he move those front BKT tires and try to flip himself on those back BKT tires? Will he roll it back? And it looks like he's going back. Little moonwalk action. But look at the balance though. Look at the control, John. I mean, top notch there from Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Unbelievable! Monster Jam fans, lock those scores in right now. for the California Kid. Weston Anderson out here, and remember, Monster Jam fans, if you saw the draw at Pit Party, this is supposed to be Blake Granger's spot in Max D. He did not fire. We're going to see if he's going to get an opportunity here in round one, Kay, if he's going to have to forfeit it.
Well, hopefully we'll get an update there from our pit reporter, KCG, as well. I'm getting word right now in my ear. There's a lot of things going on right there in the back pit, so hopefully we'll get an update.
As Weston Anderson in Gravedigger Orange going to go for the same spot that Tyler Menninga did. Yes.
Now it'll be exciting to see if he's going to come up with something different than what Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger did, and it will reflect the score as well.
Okay, so far, unbelievable track awareness from Weston Anderson. Did not hit one divot, did not hit the side of the berm, in complete control right now.
Though might have been in his head to clear that track.
A lot on the line, Kay, right here with this first run from the reigning
I think
world
you're
champion in this
right.
competition.
All he was doing was kicking away some paint, kicking away some of that moisture maybe that we talked about that we saw with Jamie Sullivan. And there he is right now living on those front wheels. But is Tyler going to go for something incredible? Are we going to see maybe a big-time moonwalk?
He is still up on those front BKT tires, using that cleat of that great tire there. Bringing it all the way back.
And he's comboing. Look at that control as he sets it down. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger.
Stadium. He had a
softened it up, and now he's going to go attack it.
I was just going to say that. Did he do that? It looks like he did, and because he's on his way back over to that race ramp.
And the question is here, the approach seems pretty straightforward. You're going to get on those front two tires and maybe try to walk it back.
He had some success with that, making sure that that dirt was running. And now waving those back BKT tires as well.
And now we'll see how long he can hold that position, Kay. He was really able to make something out of almost nothing. It looked like he was going to set back down, but he is in full control now.
And look at that control. He allowed that rear end to kind of fade back, allowing him to get back on those BKT tires for another.
And he will set it down. That's JCB Digatron. His approach is that he wasn't really smooth. It seemed like each time he ran up on the ramp, he got to went a little to the left or a little to the right. First few drivers, very precise. Do those throttle pops mean he's ready?
Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. And I know this guy very well. He participated in Stadium Championship Series East with that big viral moment. Let's see how high he gets.
We got the indication there from Ryan Anderson last time with the throttle pops. Let's see if this approach is for real. I think the smoke means Jamie Garner's ready.
Let's hear it for Jamie Garner.